Hello, everyone. I am Mario for Ka Spirit, and welcome to Spiritual Discussions number 1. Now, before we get started, I would just like to say that I am not a professional, so if you need professional help, I strongly suggest that you get professional help. I've gotten in the past, it's nothing to be ashamed of. So now I'd like to start the spiritual discussion on control. Does it really exist? I looked up on Google under the Merriam-Webster dictionary and I came up with 3 words: restraining, influence, have power over. Now I looked up influence. Influence says to affect the character on the character development or someone or something. Now, one can argue that the water around me has an effect on me, the sky, the birds, right? I mean, I don't really see that as being controlled. It's all part of living. So I'm not really even going to touch that one. Now I would like to talk about restraining and having power over. So let's say you have 2 men. One's far bigger than the other. So the bigger one, let's say, decides to overpower the other one. So he does it. He overpowers the other one. Now, what if that one there sees his brother kicking around and calls him over? So now it's 2 against 1, right? So they overpower the one. Now he sees his brother kicking around, so he calls his brother over. So they overpower the other 2. Now they have 2 cousins kicking around. Do you see where I'm going with this? Okay? The same with countries. Let's say you're the biggest country in the world, have all the best weapons, most high-tech weapons, right? Let's say Mother Earth decides to unleash a few tornadoes, some earthquakes, some tsunamis, right? Some really cold weather, some droughts. I don't think it'll take too long where the illusion of control will disappear. Now, let's say an asteroid hits Mother Earth. Who has control then? The planet? The universe? Right? There's so many variables to look at. That's why I'm not going to tell you what to believe in. What I will do is just offer you different perspectives. And I will also tell you what I believe in, and I do not believe in using the word control. I'd rather use the word freedom of choice. Now, one can argue, say, well, you don't always have freedom of choice, right? But if the government tells you to do this, tells you to do that, that is true. But that is also part of society. And you also have freedom of perception, right? So let's say you're in a car accident and you get mangled pretty bad. You have the freedom to perceive that any way you want. You could take that as an opportunity to change your lifestyle, to maybe help yourself heal in ways that doctors these days aren't really aware of. I mean, there's so many different opportunities in every situation where you may think it is control, where you could just change your perception. Say, you know what? Yeah, this happened to me, and it seems like control, but I can use my freedom to see it differently, and then live your life in a healthier, more positive lifestyle, right? One can always look at relationships, right, between a man and a woman, right? The woman thinks she has control over the man because of his emotional issues. What if he changes his emotional issues? What if he doesn't have any more emotional issues within that area there? Then she won't be able to control him anymore. So it really was just an illusion. Same thing could go the other way around. The husband thinks he can control his wife because of whatever reasons. What if she changes her perception and sees her freedom in that certain situation? Then he has no control anymore either. So basically, it's all just illusions that we all get caught up as a human race. So now, if you watched my intro video, I spoke about my spiritual group's mission on this planet, and is to release the darkness, release our fears, release our demons to the light, so we can raise a vibration of this realm. So dismantling these illusions of control is all part of that, right? So let's say, for example, big business raises the price on groceries, right? So that is how they use their freedom. No matter if one perceives it to be negative or positive, it's still their freedom of choice. Now I have freedom on how to live my life, so I have the freedom of how to deal with that certain situation. So I could take my business somewhere else, or I could still go to that certain grocery store, and maybe find a more creative way to buy to use the products that I buy, or find other products and be more creative in how I prepare my meals. I could plant a garden. I could start canning my foods. There's so many different opportunities out there for using your freedom with. But using your freedom to get angry and upset at big business, that only hurts you. It only puts stress on your life, and it only hurts you. So that's what I mean about releasing the darkness. You get into a situation, you're not happy with it. You respect that person's freedom of choice. You maybe acknowledge that that person is using their freedom in a negative fashion, but that is their choice, not yours. You use your freedom in a positive fashion, and you may just improve your life. You never know. So, anyways, I'm going to end this here. I am going to do I will be doing a meditation at the end of this video. It'll be a different location, so I'm going to let you go for right now. Now, I invite you to find a comfortable spot for you to sit. You can pause this video if you need to get it ready. Now that you are ready, I invite you to put your hands on your lap, palms up, and close your eyes. Now we're going to take 4 breaths, 4 counts in, 4 counts out. I will count, starting now. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I invite you to open your mind's eye and see in front of you a cave. This cave is called the Cave of Creation. In the middle of this cave there is a fire. This fire is called the Fire of Creation. I invite you to walk over the fire and sit in front of the fire. Now that you are seated, I invite you to look at the fire. Look at all the different colors. Reds, oranges, yellows, blues, all their different shades. I invite you to see the way the flames dance in front of you. Now, I invite you to look up. Look up on the walls of the Cave of Creation. On these walls you will see there are crystals, many different colored crystals, reds, pinks, blues, clear, many different colors. I invite you to focus on your feelings. Focus and see if one of these crystals resonate with you. If it does, walk over and pick up this crystal and hold it in your hands. If it doesn't, find one that you find intriguing and walk over and put that one in your hand. Now that you have your crystals, I invite you to close your spiritual eyes and focus all your attention on that crystal. Feel the energy of the crystal. See if it offers you any images. voices, words. Keep feeling the crystal. Keep focusing on its energy, on its vibration. Now, I invite you to return the crystal to where you found it, and to walk back over to the fire of creation and sit back down. Now, I will be counting backwards from 10. Once I get to 1, you will have returned back to your physical body, and you will give yourself as much time as you need to gently open your eyes. So starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will allow the music to keep playing for a little while longer. Take your time and allow yourself to gently return to the day. And have yourself a pleasant day.